I'm going to share with you Trump's deportations agenda, what is not, and why students shouldn't be worried. Let's get right into the video. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. There's a lot going around about Trump's deportation. You'll be seeing videos and all that. And we've received a lot of messages from students and even from friends and families back home who are concerned. So in this video, I'm going to share with you Trump's deportations agenda, what is not, and why students shouldn't be worried. First, let me clarify things. There's a lot of fear-mongering around in the media, and I want you to separate facts from the fiction. Here is what Trump's deportations policies are not. One, it is not a blanket deportation of all international students. Somebody sent me a message and was like, hey Alfred, I heard that Trump is deporting international students. I'm like, no, Trump is not deporting international students. From my own research and a kind of exposure and the news I've been following and things I've been reading, the Trump's administration are targeting people who have specific illegal immigrant status or people who entered the US illegally, who have committed crimes and who are in deportation. It's a little bit complex, but if you're a student, you don't have to be worried, especially if you're a student and you are on a legal student status. You take your full 9 credits or 12 or 15 credit hours. You are not doing unauthorized work and you are doing everything you need to do like all of us are doing, then there's nothing to worry about. Also, Trump's deportation policy is not targeting students who are in legal status. Like, there are lots of students in the US who are studying here, who are legally studying. It doesn't make sense for the immigration to run after schools and capture students who are in class. That is not what it's all about. So if you're a student who is attending classes and following your student visa requirements and rules, there's nothing to fear, nothing to worry about. Also, it is not new for the US to enforce immigration laws. We have seen a lot of past presidents who have enforced immigration laws and deported people. This is not the first time you've seen US or countries deporting people. So, of course, there are a lot of issues, ethical issues about who is being deported, and there are a lot of arguments, and sometimes the thing even turn into a political discussion instead of a humanitarian one. But I am not here to judge who is right or who is wrong, but my argument is that if you're a student, the fact is that you are not being targeted. This is because F1 visas have a legal status in the US. If you are here in the US as a student, you are protected by law to be here because you are studying, you are here legally. So no one can target you because you are a student. Also, US schools want international students. It is highly impossible for schools in the US to deal without international students. Most of the schools have a lot of international student population. That will affect a lot of academic work, school facilities, not to have international students. So international students are important, not just for the schools, but also for the US economy, because through international students, the US have been able to recruit the best brain in IT, in health. It doesn't mean the US is anti-immigration or the Trump administration is anti-immigration. I believe that what they are trying to do is to ensure that people enter legally, stay legally. So if you're a student who is already in the US and you are doing everything legally, you shouldn't have any problem. Also, deportation only happens when laws are broken. When you are in the US as a student, it doesn't mean you can also not be deported. You can be deported when you abuse the law, when you broke the law, when you commit crime, when you get out of status, when you are dismissed from school. So make sure that everything that you do it in the confines of the law. And that will protect you, because whilst the US have their own laws, you also have rights that is protected and respected by the law. The law protects you and respects your rights. Even if you have an issue, you are required for fair hearing at a court and all that. That is a very legal process. I don't have enough ideas about, but basically what I'm saying is that US law protects people in legal status, and nobody can target you for just living in the US and going through your academic work and living legally as an international student. My advice, however, is that if you are an international student, make sure you stay in full legal status. Don't take less than 9 classes in a semester unless your school authorizes it. Also, make sure you don't engage in unauthorized work. Make sure you don't do anything that will cause your school to cancel your CV, such as unable to pay your school fees, or you engage in any academic integrity issue. And when you do that, you'll be fine, you'll be perfect, because most schools also protect their students to ensure that the law does not abuse or the laws are not used against them. So ensure that you remain in status, you do what you are required, what your visa allows you to do as a student, and you should be fine. I hope this helped. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And please like, subscribe, and always remember that theology is fine.